Hey there, guys. Are you ready to start this? I so am. My god. I'm sorry that last episode I was so impatient, but last episode I was really impatient. Where the heck is the body? I'm supposed to start investigating, but there's, like, the body's back there. Oh, well, I guess I will start by talking to everyone. He says as he doesn't start by talking to everyone. I don't know why. I never really liked searching for coins before, and I just made them off the trials and never cared. But this mechanic of destroying the books is just way better than what's happened in previous games. I like it. I love it. Okay. So, first of all, let me talk to you, Ultimate Detective, because you definitely have the most relevant things to say. Hey, wait, I missed one. Priorities, guys. Hey, do you remember what we saw when we came in here? Yeah, there was... Here's actually my theory going so far. Because it seems as though Rantaro had someone come with him in order to help stop the game. That someone ended up being the mastermind. The mastermind killed him. And then... went through the bookcase, went through another, there's some other passageway to get from the Monokuma area back into the general section, and then that individual rejoined the rest of the class that came in with them. So we can kind of say that the ones that were in the strategy meeting are innocent, and it's one of the others, is what my theory is so far. But granted, I haven't collected any evidence. That's just based on what happened. We saw the bookcase close on its own, right? Nobody even so how did that happen? Actually, it has to do with how the bookcase works.
Is that all right?
Take a look at this. If I let go of the bookcase... Oh, interesting. So... Although at the same time, I still feel like the mastermind has to be involved, because we were in the hallway and no one came out. Unless we're talking about like a sealed room scenario. The bookcase is set up like an automatic door. It closes after a period of time. It's perfect sense when you think about it. And closing on its own, you wouldn't be able to pull the bookcase back after you went inside. So the bookcase has to close on its own once you go through the hidden door. But if the bookcase closes itself after you enter the hidden door... Maybe the reason the bookcase closed itself was the mastermind was hiding just past the hidden door? That's certainly what I thought. That's what I thought. That's why I didn't know you guys... Why the hell you guys stopped and waited in the hallway to talk to people for a while.
Huh?
How do we check that? Did we replace the dust? You've never made any indication that we replaced the dust. Yes, we're aware of how that happens. I'm just really proud of that animation. We leaned in to take a closer look at the gap of the card reader. Well, apparently we replaced the dust. I'm glad to know we did that, because I don't think they've ever brought it up before.
You're right.
It was like the card reader wasn't used. That means the mastermind didn't hide here.
No.
I remember exactly where they hadn't moved it at all. It's safe to assume the mastermind did not go through the door. Well, that completely ruins my theory, because I actually was thinking that was the reason why there was a delay in Monokuma's announcement, because the mastermind was getting himself into a position where he could like rejoin the others back in the classrooms before the announcement played, so there wouldn't be any suspicion as to why he was running late.
What? No.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't speculate that. There's a chance someone else was hiding here.
I see.
Well, I still think the mastermind is the culprit. So we just need to find the clues that connect us to the mastermind. Okay, just thought I would take a glance. Why can't I investigate the body? That's very strange, but I guess I'll just talk to everybody. Don't see anything else to do.
Remember.
Yeah, the books you stacked up haven't
Yeah.
moved at all. Oh, you mean the ones I stacked to keep people going through the vent? Yeah, those have been left alone. Okay. Level 18, guys. No. Well, you're the ultimate detective. You got your eyes on the culprit, right?
I'll leave it to you.
Tell me who you think the culprit is. I don't mind if it's just an educated guess.
Sorry.
Oh, I want to know too. Yeah, I was gonna say that's super unprofessional to just be like, "Oh, it's this guy." But there's someone you're a little bit suspicious of, right? Not there's gotta be.
Jeez.
It's you're afraid of that. You're afraid of suspecting someone, aren't you? That's how it looks to me. Well, no, he probably. I mean, that's true, but I also think it would be a very appropriate response to just be like, I don't want to throw my suspicions on someone who is potentially, you know, I want to collect all of the evidence before I start making speculation. But with the way they think things they are, wouldn't it be better if you just suspect others more? And let me warn you, the way the world works is that those who speak win. The truth can easily be twisted. In order to fix a twisted truth, you need something even more powerful. Wow, that's certainly very deep. I mean, testimonies without evidence are powerless. Be careful. That's probably a little bit of a clue for the trial.
But
What? I feel like because the culprit is either somehow Runtaro himself or the mastermind. The mastermind doesn't want the first blood perk. He wants to continue the killing game. Why did the culprit not step forward and take advantage of the first blood perk?
then,
Culprit must have killed to survive, so it's odd they would not step forward.
That's true.
Oh, I can think of several possibilities. Worst case scenario is the culprit's objective wasn't to survive. It was to kill everyone here. Well, that is true. If they get away with it, then that would explain why they would forego their survival in favor of a class trial. Yeah, but doesn't that seem a bit of a stretch to you? Well, if the culprit is also the mastermind, it is certainly possible. Yeah, that's a good point that I hadn't really considered, because the culprit can't really be the mastermind necessarily, because then they would be executed at the end of the first trial.
then,
So, we cannot lose this fight. Even on this uncharted path, we must find our own way. Okay, that's why I investigate the body. So weird that I was put in a situation where I couldn't see it. Man, don't talk to me, crotch itch. Yeah, I'm fucking busy.
huh?
What is the controller for? Dun 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 dun! It's a prone! What the hell's a prone? I don't mean to butt into the conversation, but don't you mean
Actually-
drone? If it was a prone, it would team up with the rest of the Ganglion Alliance to destroy who? Wow, that's a super, like, I'm surprised a game this big made a Xenoblade Chronicles X reference. That's really surprising. I know exactly what she's talking about. Wait, that controller is... Well, now you're getting a dick cheese.
Feast your eyes on the latest
Feast your-
creation from the gorgeous girl genius, Miuruma.
How the flying fuck did no one notice that already?
It's a drone.
No, it's not.
That's a drone. If it was a drone, it'd be leading a pack of vicious monsters.
I don't actually know what a drome is, but I assume it's related to the Technodrome.
Get it?
When did you have time to make this?
I got bored after I made those cameras you asked for, so I modified this RC plane. I even decked it out with a camera so it'll take perfect aerial photographs.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm sure you'll be like blackmailing us for something.
I'll use the photos as a reference to draft a floor plan to help the investigation. This way, I get out of having to do any actual investigative legwork.
God damn it, Miyu. I'm sure that'll come in, like, be important later. Drafting a floor with photos? Well, that's amazing. I'm sure it'll help with the investigation. The only problem, I'm not used to operating a drone and taking pictures with it. You shouldn't be proud of that. And if you don't hurry, the investigation will end. I can't do shit about that. Just calm your tiny tits and shut up.
Jeez.
Wow, Kaede actually like stood up for herself.
What did I do?
That is a character quirk that I'm going to get tired of.
Actually,
You're a bit wimpy when someone stands up to you, huh? You're actually a complete wuss. Okay, I can't investigate the... Can I destroy the drone? I cannot. I don't know who killed Rantaro. It was Monokuma's fault that it happened. Because he pressured us, this happened. That motive he gave us part of it, and so is that strange music.
that's terrible.
He played that music at such a high volume to make us feel sick and want to kill. Yeah, that was awful. I thought I'd go crazy. That's possible. I wonder if it's like hypnosis music. I wonder if it itself is like the ultimate despair video thing. It's all Monokuma's fault. Anyway, we have to stop the mastermind, so this is the last murder that ever happens here. Well, you do know that, you know, solving this murder is going to cause another death, right? I mean, I do agree with you that we need to do this, because otherwise we die, but saying that this will be the last person that dies is not really true. Pretty sure I don't need to tell you this, but shouldn't we investigate Rantaro's body? But if that's too much, you don't have to, okay? Oh, it's fine. I can do it. I love dead bodies. Last time I saw Rentaro, he was alive and well. That is the golden question.
Huh?
What do you mean,
Remember,
die here? I mean, if Rantaro was the one who moved the bookcase, that would mean he came all the way over here after the bookcase was opened. He moved away from the hidden door. Why would he do that? There's no trace of his body being moved. It just doesn't add up.
are you okay?
You've gone pale. Although, I guess that is normal. We have come here to investigate a body, after all. Body of someone who was alive and talking to us just a little while ago.
No.
No, we just have to do our best. Not for Antaro's sake, but also so we can avenge him. And so we can protect everyone else. We have to defeat the mastermind who's orchestrating this whole thing. Yeah, no shit, dude. I am sort of a detective after all. You are a detective,
Okay.
remember? Right. Okay. So the first question. Buddy shot put ball. That immediately puts our suspicion on Ryoma. I can never remember his damn name. There's a bloody shot put ball on the ground.
Yeah.
Yep, it's definitely came from the warehouse on the first floor. Well, there's blood all over it. That's the murder weapon, right? I don't see anything else that could have been used. Shot itself is... You have to be fairly strong to use as a weapon. Or you have a shot thing. I know we need to examine the body, but I'm not really sure where to start. Shuichi showed no hesitation to begin to examine Rentaro's body. Well, there's blood on the back of his head. It looks like a pretty deep wound. It's consistent with blunt force trauma. I don't see any other injuries. The Monokuma file is accurate. This must be the fatal wound. So, we can trust the Monokuma file?
Okay.
Shuichi just stuck his hand into Rentaro's pocket. I'm checking what he had on his... There might be a clue there. If we're going to do this, we have to be thorough. I told you I'd support you after all. It's okay. It's very customary in games to loot the body, Kaede. Don't worry about it. Come on, Kate. Pull yourself together. Okay, so he didn't have a card reader. Or if he did, it was taken from him. Yeah, no card key. That's the same thing that I sort of presumed. That's what I... But he didn't have it. Then Rentaro really wasn't the mastermind. Well, if he was the he wouldn't have come here without the card key. So with what we know now, that's the most likely possibility. Why was Rentaro here if he wasn't the mastermind?
Are you okay?
Sorry.
So then my other question... Something is bothering... Why did... Yeah, and no one's giving me any information about what Rentaro said, because they all went down as a group. It seems likely he's not the mastermind, but for what reason did he come here? Yeah, he said he was in the game. It's not about in the game, it's about ending the game itself. That's the real goal.
Could it be...
It's possible that he noticed the hidden door in the library, just like we did. Might have come to the same conclusion we did that the mastermind would come here. Oh, you mean he had the same idea as us? No, he should have told us. Is it possible that the mastermind came out of the hidden door and caught him by surprise? Although, again, that implies the mastermind is the one that we're looking for. Well, we didn't tell him, though, Kaede. You can't really blame him for not telling us. Are you crying?
No.
He probably couldn't risk telling. Like you said, he was suspicious of everyone. I have you, Kaede, but Rentaro didn't have anyone he could trust. That might have been the only real difference between him and me. And you're alive and he's dead. Too soon? As he said that, he offered me a hand. I took that and firmly flew to my feet. Well, that's a kind of creepy zoom in. You're not gonna give up, right? You're going to save everyone. He's right. I can't give up now.
Huh?
Shuichi's right. We can't give up until it's over. I can't stay depressed forever. I have to help everyone get out of here. We have to continue the investigation. We've got to find the mastermind. So, we came in this one, we saw it closing, and Rantaro's body is there. So, is there any information near the rear sliding door? This is the rear door. It's the furthest door from the stairs that leads to the hallway. By the way, this is sliding. It opens when you slide it.
Okay.
Did Rantaro enter through this door? Well, can't say it for sure until we get the pictures back from the Monokubs. Okay. The vent is open. I was the one who took off the grate and left it in the duct. You know, we're keeping watching the classroom where this vent leads to. I think the culprit came in or out through there. The front door that leads directly to the basement stairs. We went through the door before we discovered Rentaro's body. We entered the library through here with Kaito and Tenko.
Yeah.
That's true.
We found Rentaro's body behind that bookcase. I wonder if Rentaro entered through the same door that we did.
That's...
Aw.
So what else is there? I feel like I've looked at all of these. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know what I could be missing, because I looked at that door, I looked at the monitor. Talked to all of these people. Looked at the globe, what was the first thing I looked at? Did I talk to Shuichi over here? Why would he do that? And there's no trace of his body being moved. It just doesn't yeah, okay, yeah. I was assuming that this was not where I needed to go. Because it had me leave here. But then what else could it be? Let's say I've already looked at that. I've talked to everyone already. What the heck, game? What do you want? Okay, I'll just go around and talk to everyone again.
Be careful.
Well, but I have to talk to Detective Boy again.
Shuichi.
Hey, Shuichi, I need some advice. What do you think we should check first? I'm thinking about it, but since you're a detective, you might know more than me. Well, if the others were to replace the cameras, change it anyway. Like the bookcases, the vent. I feel as though there could be clues around
If
there.
I remember correctly. Well,
And finally, we need to hear from everyone here. One of them might have noticed something we missed.
okay.
That was a new conversation. I'm gonna keep
That's true.
poking you until...
I do not know. Fucking bitch!
Huh? The shot's out of focus again. Your fucking face is blurring the lens, bitch. Wait, have I actually looked at the moving bookcase? I know it got looked at a lot.
By the way,
You guys set a security sensor on top of the bookcase, right? Shuichi climbed the ladder and looked at the top of the moving bookcase.
Remember.
It's still here. I should take it down now. The moving is fine, but won't your receiver go off when you move it? No, I've already turned the receiver off.
Okay.
I made sure to switch it off on the way down here. I thought the mastermind could still be inside and I didn't want to alert them.
See.
But we still don't know anything yet. I feel like we didn't get any closer to the
You're right.
mastermind. There's a perfect piece of evidence of those photos. Once we get those, Like, we can't just say that and do nothing. Let's keep investigating what we can.
That's true.
Yeah, so let's like talk to everyone. To verify where everyone was during the time frame where Rentaro was killed. Everyone? The 6 people went down to the basement with Rentaro. Kaito, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Anji, and Himiko. Let's talk to them first. Well, they should have been in the game room along with Rentaro. Let's ask them about what happened there. So I didn't even think to look at that bookshelf because we had opened and closed it so many times in Shuichi's conversation. I didn't think it was any longer relevant. But I was wrong. Nothing down here, right? Nope. Well, not a lot of people came back over here. Maki, you were in the game room when Rentaro was killed, right? What were y'all doing down here? Rentaro was with you, right? Everyone's a suspect, Maki. No, say yes. Stand by your guns. You should suspect me. In fact, you should be suspicious of everyone.
Because
Someone got killed right after we gathered here. The timing is too perfect. Then again, with the time limit so close to expiring, maybe that's why it happened. So trust no one, Kaede, or you'll lose. Got it? She is interesting, even though I don't like her. It's hard to imagine her as the ultimate child caregiver. It was Kaito's idea. He said they would hold a strategy meeting and gather us together. He said we should confront Monokuma once the time limit expires. And he picked the 7 people he thought would be useful in a fight. So, himself, Gonta makes sense. Again, I don't know why Maki would be useful in a fight. Tenko makes sense. Himiko, if we actually thought she could use magic, makes sense. Anji, I don't really see being that useful in a fight. And Rentaro, we don't know what his ability is. So Anji and Maki seem unusual in that context. But I'm not all that sure those 7 would all be all that useful in a fight. Kaito thought Himiko's magic and Anji's connection to a Tuo would be useful. Yeah, but what about you? Why did you pick the ultimate child caregiver? He just looked at me and said, yeah, you probably know how to fight. That, unfortunately, does actually sound a lot like him, to be honest. Yeah, but why have a strategy meeting in the game room in the basement? Beats me. Maybe Kaito figured it'd be harder for Monokuma to find us here. Yeah, what was Rentaro doing at the time? Was he in the strategy meeting with you? He was, at first. Then he excused himself to go to the bathroom and left on his own. Kaito and Kendako were looking for him so we could finish the meeting before time expired. Kaito and Tenko. Interesting. Although we did run into them in the hallway, so it's unlikely either of them slipped in there, killed him, and came back out. Did the 4 of you just wait in the game room the whole time? Anji, Himiko, and I were the only ones who stayed behind. Gonta never joined us. Gonta did arrive, but he left and locked himself in the AV room in the back. Interesting. Suspicious behavior, isn't it? The other 2 felt the same way.
like I'd know.
Why don't you go into the AV? They're probably still there. That is super interesting. I wonder if there's a way to get from the AV room to the... That also seems too easy. Okay, so nothing in here.
Shuichi,
Could it be?
Okay, have you never been in there before?
Wait!
Wait, Gonta not murder anyone. I told you, we're not saying he did. We just wanted to talk. No, it's him all right. He's got the face of a killer. No judge Gonta by outside. Inside Gonta gentleman. Oh, okay, Eddie. We're just trying to ask him. Just tell us why you were we're asking. Are you or are you not the culprit? Or are you not the culprit? Are you not the culprit? Gonta no. I think your questions are the problem. Well, then I'll change the question. Timmy buys 5 strawberries for 50 cents each and 1 apple.
You know?
Hey, Gonta, I talked to Maki earlier. You're in the basement AV room alone the whole time, right? But what were you doing in here? Well, Gonta happy to be invited to meeting, but Gonta think he not be much help cause not smart.
I'm sorry.
But Gonta in here alone watching Bug Movie.
Honest.
Bug Movie filled Gonta with fight. Make Gonta ready to fight Monokuma. So, okay, you do you, Gonta. But, why was it locked?
With my magic.
If you don't answer honestly, I'll change you to a girl with my magic. I was going to say, if you can do that, Tenko will be your best friend. I wonder if you turned all the guys into girls, if Tenko would be okay with them. But Gonta no can become Gonta. Gonta never become gentleman. Himiko, can you just shut up for a second? You're making this harder than it needs to be. Gonta just need focus. If Gonta no focus, Gonta no can fill up with fight. That it really, Gonta just want to protect everyone. But you guys not gonna believe Gonta, cause Gonta big and scary looking, huh?
How can this be?
Well, Gonta feels so useless.
That's true.
Yeah. So there is a backsliding door to leave. That's bad. This door is different than the one you used to enter the game room.
You're
Is it
right.
connected to the hallway?
Yeah. Huh?
It doesn't open all the way. So it wasn't installed. I can only stick my arm through. Yeah, I can see the hallway on the other side, but I suppose it's not possible to use this door. Now, if it's Gonta, it doesn't matter the door was stuck. He's strong enough to throw that super heavy manhole cover, remember?
That's right.
Yeah, he could eat this door for breakfast. But Gonta not eat door for breakfast? Breakfast most important meal of any gentleman day.
Huh?
No, I think if Gonta had forced the door, it wouldn't still be stuck. No, I mean, I don't think he did anything like that. Look at this.
Right?
There's dust piled on the railing of the door. The sliding door hasn't moved in a while. So then, he just forced his way through the gap. But that's not... There's maybe enough space for a baseball to fit through, though. I guess an arm could fit through as well if it were thin enough. God damn it, Himiko. So then, he probably used magic that makes you slim to keep from the... and keeps the fat off. But Gonta no can use magic. Oh, I can use magic.
What's the matter?
No.
Just something I want to confirm. I want to try the sliding door one more time.
I knew it.
I thought... Look, you can see the rear entrance to the library from here. This door and the rear entrance are located straight across from one another. So Gonta could potentially throw the shot put?
That's...
But the problem is he's not... He's not that accurate, I don't think.
Hey!
That's true, but we shouldn't wait around and do nothing. Well, I haven't actually talked to everyone yet.
Damn.
I can't believe this happened right next door to our strategy meeting. Kaito, can you tell me more about the strategy meeting of yours? You gathered everyone to meet in the basement, right? What, am I one of your suspects now? Yes, Kaede, yes, pay attention. Nah, it's naturally you're suspicious of me. But I'm not the culprit, I swear on the universe. I got nothing to hide, so you can ask me anything. Kaito went to the scene with us, so he might have noticed something we missed. Alright then, well, where do I start? Well, after Kaiden set up the cameras, we were keeping watch from the classroom. Some time passed and we saw you guys go down to the basement. When did you start asking people to go with you? Well, I don't remember the exact time, but I asked them one by one and we all went there together. So that's when we saw you. You, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Anji, and Himiko, and Rentaro.
You know,
Now that I think about it, the monitor started going off just before that. That creepy music made it hard to keep the strategy meeting going. I want to confirm what you've told me so far. Everyone went to the game room for the meeting and no one went to the library, correct? Yeah, we all went straight to the game room. But right after we were inside, Gonta went to the AV room and wouldn't come out.
so
After that, during the meeting, Rantaro left to go to the bathroom. But we thought it'd be bad if the meeting stopped, so me and Tenko went to get him back. And, well, that's when we met up with you guys. Yeah, we had gone down to the basement because the sensory security receiver went off. And right when I was about to open the library door, you guys called out to us. So after you and Tenko left the game room, Himiko and Maki were still there, correct? Yeah, I can guarantee that. I can't guarantee that Gonta was in here the whole time.
hey,
Well, the library's rear entrance at the end of the hallway, correct?
That's right.
Did you see anyone there? I didn't get a good look, but I sure would have noticed if someone was there.
jeez.
Then I opened the door for the library with you guys, and found Rantaro's dead body. That's just about how it went.
Come on, man.
So not clear suspicion yet, huh? I was gonna say, you were with someone the entire time. That makes you very hard to be the suspect. Hey, that's not something a detective should say.
Listen up.
Actually, you better pursue it to the end. Investigate until you're satisfied. You don't do that, you'll never reach the truth. Rantaro would have died for no reason. This is where you get to let your ultimate talent shine.
Yeah,
You know, if you notice something or remember anything,
Of
please let us
course.
know. Well, I'm not planning on leaving it all to you guys. I'll investigate my own way.
Magic. Well, the culprit is definitely Gonta. He's suspicious no matter how you look at it.
No, it's still too early to determine that. There's a lot of things to consider.
Even so, it's definitely Gonta. He's suspicious no matter how you look at it.
Why don't you help investigate before you decide that, Himiko?
pain.
Investigation's a pain. Gonta's suspicious no matter how you look at it.
Wow, that's the third time she said that.
Like I said, you can investigate before you decide. Hell, use your magic for all I care.
It's impossible.
Well, magic shouldn't be used like that. It'll lead to corruption.
Gonta.
Gonta watching bug movie to fill Gonta with fight. Gonta can fight Monokuma. But Gonta need focus fill up the fight, so Gonta lock door.
That sounds like a lot. If you don't tell the truth, I'll blow your clothes off with magic.
But if Gonta naked in public, then Gonta never become gentleman.
Honest.
Gonta just want to protect everyone. Really? Why no one believe Gonta? Gonta feels so pathetic. So we still have not verified Tenko. But real quick. Oh, and there's Angie.
You're not going to investigate, Angie? Investigating is important, but I got to say a prayer to a tour, too.
Then.
Oh, a tour. Please not return to heaven safe and sound.
Well, I suppose a prayer couldn't hurt.
Rentaro died in such a gruesome... Would he be able to go to heaven in the first place? It would be
It'll
nice
be
if he
okay.
could. Don't worry, I'll pray hard. If I pray hard enough, I'll earn enough points to become a platinum disciple. That sounds like a credit card rewards program. Oh, Tink, I want to ask you something.
That's right.
I knew it. Gonto would be the most suspicious. He lost himself in the AV room. That's a mission. He's also a male.
Are you submitting that as evidence?
By the way, how's your investigation been going? I haven't done any investigating.
Degenerate male.
Don't give me that face. I've been doing something else.
Huh?
I've been watching Angie.
Listen up.
We agreed to investigate with one other person, right? Angie's been wandering around alone. Oh, is that why you're with Angie? I don't want to suspect anyone either, but girls' lives are at stake here.
For investigation like...
No, we don't.
Degenerate males.
Don't have to hide mighty with me, you two-faced degenerate.
So I think I've run into just about everyone now. I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode because I'm also at 40 minutes, and I will see you guys next time when we finish the investigation and move into the trial. Thus far, it seems like Gonta could throw the shot put if this door were open, but he would have no way of closing this door because he can't get through here. The other problem is I don't see any way for anyone to get down here other than those involved, because we would have seen them walk by most likely, unless they were hiding down here. So yeah, unless they were like hiding, there's no real place to hide down here. Anyway, I will see y'all next time. Thank you very much for tuning in.